Hey everybody, in this video we take you behind the scenes with the Westcott Deep Parabolic Zeppelin. Hey everybody, it's Craig Beckta here, and you can find out more about me at craigbeckta.com and at Facebook/Craig Beckta Photography. The Westcott Deep Parabolic Zeppelin comes in 3 different sizes: the 35-inch, the 47-inch, and the 59-inch. It comes standard with a half-stop inner diffusion panel and a half-stop outer diffusion panel. It also has a one-stop center dot to help eliminate hotspots. Supporting the Zeppelin is 16 heavy-duty heat-resistant rods. You can also get an optional deflector plate for even more light shaping options. You will need a speed ring for your strobe, and Westcott manufactured speed rings for Bowens, Allen Crum, Profoto, and Alien B strobes. Alright, here's a look at behind the scenes. That's Vlad Sinkin, who designed the dress and did the hair for Emily Kugel. Now, Emily Kugel is our second model in this video, and she also did the makeup for herself and the other 2 models in this series. On your right, that's Laura Lewis on hair, with the first model in this video, Ophelia Lay. Now, if there's one thing you take away from this video, is that it's important to put together a quality creative team of hairdressers, makeup artists, wardrobe stylists. I just basically said to them, do your thing, and they came up with some amazing ideas I wouldn't have thought of as a photographer. And I always joke around and say, all I do is push the shutter button, because that's really all I did. Because if it wasn't for them, this would just be, it would have been a bland kind of video and picture series. So, okay, here's Jacob Connell, our videographer and posing assistant, and that's Jacido, our second videographer. And that's just the one of the configurations that you can use with the Westcott Zeppelin. Now, for our lighting setup, we had the Westcott Zeppelin with 2 layers of diffusion, and I had it 45 degrees to the right and pointed down 45 degrees, and that softbox in the back was off. This was just basically a 1-light setup. And in a second, we're going to have a look at my camera settings. And I shot this on the 85mm at f5.6, shutter speed 200, and ISO 100. So that's a look at one of the shots right there. And what I like about Jacob and Josh is that they take their job seriously, and I could focus on photography. Alright, so this is our second model, Emily Kugel, who also did the makeup for this series, and she did a great job on makeup on herself and the other 2 models. It was fantastic. And the dress is incredible. To find out more about Vlad, I put a link below in the description. You can find out more about him. Now in this part here, I'm over-directing Emily, and it's really not working, and it's killing the vibe. And so I basically said, okay, I give up. You just pose. And she had all these amazing dramatic posing ideas that I wouldn't have thought of. I don't normally think of things that way, and she just came up with some stuff that was so dramatic, and I think it really helped everything pull together. And so one thing I can pass on is, if what you normally do isn't working, there's Josh again being serious, but if what you normally do isn't working, just kind of relax and go with the flow and just see what happens. So here's another look. That's the softbox. It's 45 degrees to the back. I know I look rather short here. I'm 5'8". I'm actually taller than Tom Cruise, although I wish I had his money. And so there's another look at the dress. So for the lighting setup, we had the key light, the Westcott Zeppelin, at 45 degrees to the right and 45 down. And then in the back, it was 45 degrees as well. So there's our setup. It was a 116mm 5.6 200 ISO 100. So you can see the shot of the softbox. And I just adjusted that by eye. I just wanted a subtle hint to kind of sort of separate her from the background. Now we might do a composite for this shot. That'll come out later. But there's some pretty cool things that we can do with that dress. And so here's another shot there of Josh just getting some different angles. And I really like this shot too. It's rather dramatic. That was at 175mm at f5.6. There's Vlad dancing. He's got some moves there. And then here's some looks. We were really kind of playing with the feathers and really trying to kind of emphasize the styling of the dress. So I just want to say a big shout out to the creative team, and I'll put some links below in the description where you can find out more about them.